Nothing's like it. I've never seen anything like it.
We're talking about the possibility of a human hand being in the water. Where's Andy?
I literally haven't seen him.
You got
I'm
it.
gonna, yeah.
Okay, we are in one of the most haunted places known in the US. Also, it just has to be coincidentally the day before Halloween. But I don't know where any of the other guys went. I don't know where Time or Dave are, so I need to go find them. Are you guys around here anywhere?
Oh, hey man. Hey. Cool in here. Nothing scary.
Oh! Well, now that we are all back together, we're gonna go see what else we can find in this place.
Which one of us won't make it out alive?
Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
What do we got there?
Road muffins.
Ooh.
Road muffins.
Hopefully not roadkill muffins.
Whoops. Yeah, actually, there's a little raccoon in here.
Just a little bit?
Yeah, you bite into it, it's like, ooh, gooey. All right, so I've road tripped all over the place. A few different continents, all that stuff. So you need a little pick-me-up. You need this. Ooh, that's a good sound. That's good.
Well, Time doesn't know where we're going yet. Where are we
Well,
going?
I only kind of know.
We're going to a concert.
We're going to a concert?
Yeah.
We're going to see the Hanson reunion
Can I go
tour.
pet that doggy?
Maybe we're going somewhere really spooky.
So where do you think we're going?
So I remember us talking about the Catskills up by kind of like the Nevele, but there was like 4 different spots.
That is true, but then we changed that.
To the last night conversation,
Yeah.
bonfire.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That.
Okay.
Are we going
So it could be a little more like.
spooky? I don't know. Well, it can't get much spookier than what's going on, so.
Where's the spookiest place I've ever talked about?
Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh,
We
she's
better
heard the
not
stories,
be.
but right before Halloween too.
We're going to Letchworth. Go ahead. Go sacrifice yourself. I don't care. We're gonna die.
I saw the.
Although I'm not scared of death. I'm scared of this guy running and having a heart attack.
Hey, no making fun of people over 30. All right. What better place to go than one of the creepiest places he's ever been on the day before Halloween, the creepiest day of the year. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's 12 o'clock on a sunny Sunday afternoon. It's a beautiful day.
Well, maybe.
Like, do you think it's really gonna be that creepy? No. It can't be that scary at all.
Okay.
Okay, let's just pause here real quick. Keep watching this video, you're not gonna wanna miss this. But before we dive into the abandoned exploration, let me give you a little bit of history on this place so you can better understand what we're really getting ourselves into. This mental institute has some of the most disturbing history to it and known as one of the most haunted places in America. With just a simple Google search, you will find hundreds, if not thousands, of personal accounts of some weird stuff going on here. This is a prime location for paranormal investigations. Ghost Adventures even did an episode here. I don't even want to get into too much detail on this place because it gets kind of disgusting and dark really fast. Built in 1911 with over 130 buildings, it was originally designed to take care of the mentally ill. But there was never enough staff to take care of all the patients. Reports of inadequate funding, improper care, nurses shoveling food to the patients and them choking to death, malnourishment, and neglect are found dating back to the 1920s.
What appears to be the worst possible conditions I've ever seen in my life. I've visited penal institutions, I've visited hospitals all over the country. I've visited the worst brigs in the military. Nothing's like it. I've never seen anything like it.
Many experiments were performed on these residents that are still unknown today, but some including vaccine testing. Residents that died here would be brought to the cemetery on Call Hollow Road, about a mile away from the main facility. They would be buried and assigned a number on a simple T-shaped steel marker. In 1972, ABC News created a documentary investigating the inner workings of Letchworth.
Good evening, I'm Will Gutell. The special report that follows is a story
After that footage was aired, it wasn't long after that the institution had to be permanently closed after people saw how they were treating their patients. Still to this day, many who had worked at the village refused to speak of their experiences, and now it sits here today, completely abandoned.
It's funny because this is all like a dog walking path too. You can literally walk your dog like right through the main buildings. It's just, you know, a casual spot. The second you step off that path into one of these buildings, some weird things happen.
I know.
This building here is one of the main hospital buildings. It has like 3 floors, and the basement is what's known to be the most creepy. What are you doing over there? We're gonna go check it out.
I don't like massive buildings.
Creepy hallway. Let's do it.
This is just a hallway filled with all sorts of different rooms. Everything's pretty much stripped and vandalized, and there's not much left. This is probably one of the grossest bathrooms. Look at this. It's disgusting. Hey! We'll leave that guy in peace.
And who knows if it was for real or just this was actually something that was going on. But when I walked in the room and saw that, I was like, I don't even need to be in there.
Yeah. This is pretty creepy.
I don't know why all the sheets are in here. It's like the 5th sheet that I've seen, and they're not even that dirty. Like, they're pretty white.
It's the mystery of the sheets. That is very white. This is new. So why is it here? And what was it used for?
It's been burned. Something like this place, it's so far gone that the graffiti actually makes it pretty cool to see. There's a lot of artwork. Kind of like a giant art gallery at this point. So we've entered into the basement of this main hospital building. It's pitch black down here, and this is where things get a little spooky.
Whatever was in this room, they didn't want to get him out.
What's up there?
Creepy. You guys stay here, film it, and tell me when my appearance like comes out of the darkness. I'm just kind of curious to see as I walk through. Like if you guys were here watching, when you see a form coming out of the dark.
Oh yeah. There he comes. All right, now I can see on camera.
Dinosaur.
That was terrifying. This room's a little bit creepy. We got like a bed on the ground here, and then something right above it.
Just for kicks and giggles, everyone cut the lights. When I was exploring an underground city in Turkey, we were in a like deep underground and we just cut the lights to see how dark it was, and that's like the darkest I've ever experienced, but I'm just curious.
Wow, that's dark.
Anyone need your teeth cleaned?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Did we go this way?
No, we came through that way.
Who says, guys, let's go get a 6-pack of Twisted Tea and go like hang out and just drink it in a creepy basement?
We heard people down the hallway over there, and Dave's gonna stand there and see if we can scare them. I think they're coming.
Are you in here?
Yeah. Give us a sign.
Give him a sign, Dave. Give him a sign.
Thank you, sir. That was hilarious. You nailed it.
They completely heard us, and then they just walked away. They heard your noises, and then just...
We're in the creepiest, one of the creepiest parts so far, and we heard voices. So I decided to hide at the end of this hallway, and they barely even got in before I spooked them out, just with a real subtle like, oh. And they heard it, and they left. I wanted them to walk by so
But they
bad.
didn't even do it. They were too scared to even make it 2 steps farther.
Did you see them at all? Like, did they?
We walked out to the end.
No, but like, did
As
they?
we were talking here, we then heard footsteps outside coming our way. So we ran back down the hall to try for round 2 of the scare.
Hey man, you're in MySpace?
What's going on, man?
You didn't even flinch. You're stoned, man. That was good.
I heard of MySpace.
Didn't even flinch.
He's my hero. That guy was stone cold. Like, he didn't flinch or anything. No sign of fear,
We
nothing.
made it down to the basement here, and this is something you don't find very often. This is the morgue.
Creepy and sad. Remember the nameless? Because how many souls passed through these doors and stayed here, and no one remembers what their story was. They were actual human beings that were here, and they had names, but we don't know what they were. And then this says, the mortician reminds you, have reverence for those who died in these walls. I agree with that. That's for sure.
The basement here is probably one of the biggest parts of this building, and it's just, it goes on forever, and it's spooky. Look at that. They like...
Whoa, creepy mattress.
That was gross. I just stepped on like an old gurney mattress and it was not great. Finally, we found daylight again after being in a basement for way too long. My nose is stuffy. That thing is gross down there, but it's nice to see light. We're stepping out of the dark hallways now.
Be careful because
I almost hit my head on that. It's so much warmer out here. It's good to see the sun. I totally forgot that it was like a nice sunny day. It was freezing in there, but it's quite nice out here.
Feels great.
embracing the sun. I was just in a cold morgue for like 70 hours. But don't worry.
Why do you have a leaf in your hand?
I'm the alive, huh?
It's like significantly colder in here than it is out there. And it's funny because a lot of people say that the cold has to do with ghosts, right? Like when you step in a room, it's cold and that means there's ghosts, but it's like, it's also because this thing's concrete.
Yes,
So
probably.
it's either ghosts or that this is just a big concrete building. It's one of those. Look at this skylight though. I'm not sure I want to be here anymore. Got some reminiscence of a crime scene here, I guess. This looks like something from Stranger Things. Okay, so I didn't get on camera, but as we were exiting like the cafeteria in the back, we looked behind us and two guys jumped out of the cafeteria building. They were just, you know, minding their own business. They looked like other explorers, so We just went on our way. We got into there and walked like, I don't know, halfway down the hallway, and we turned around and those guys were now in the building with us. And I think we kind of all thought it, they were like way back there.
Kind of thinking the same way I was, like, who are these guys and why are they closing in on us fast? They made a point to get there quick.
I kind of turned around, I was like, hey, how's it going? Just, acknowledge them, and they like, nothing. They didn't really say anything. And so we went up the stairs. You were behind me, so what is...
When we turned around, they were coming up the stairs as well. Then the guy gets up there and he's already got his hand in his pocket.
And I wasn't even filming at the time. I didn't even think about it, because by the time I turned around, this guy is already flashing a badge at us saying like, I'm a cop.
But I don't think he was.
I don't.
No, there was no ID on there. It was just like a badge.
Yeah, he's like, he was like, you guys are explorers, you guys are fine, but just want to know, like, I'm a cop, and there's another guy over here that will pull you out and arrest you, but you're fine, I'll let you go.
The key moment, though, is when we ascended the stairs, we turned to the right, Time's in front of me, Andy's in front of her, and you can hear they're coming up behind us.
Yeah.
You can hear that. We turn around.
I mean, on Dave, like.
Yeah, they're
behind
hot
him.
on our heels. I turn around, these two dudes come around, guy's got his hand in his coat, and in my head I'm like, what's he gonna pull?
So we're just sitting there. He says that he's a cop, but he says we're fine, he's not gonna arrest us or anything. So we're like, okay, yeah, we wouldn't expect you to anyway. So he leaves and goes back down the stairs. We realize that we're kind of just trapped in this little hallway that's overgrown. So really our only way back down was back down those stairs. Like, all right, let's get out of here. And we kind of start walking towards the stairs, and they were down there still. Just kind of stood there and like listened for a second, and it sounded like they were sitting like right around the corner of the door.
Yeah, they were diagonally down, go down the stairs, turn to the right, they were in that room.
Just sitting like right there around the corner. I don't know. It seemed like the whole situation was really weird. So we ended up literally like climbing out a window to get out that way, but it was a weird experience. Because we couldn't get a film, we went back in, see if we could find them, and then I got this shot of them here. That's the two of them that are pretend to be cops. And then they got in the little red Chevy and drove away. So I don't know what that was, but it was weird. This that we've crossed over to here was the powerhouse that powered the entire campus of Letchworth Village. It's a pretty big building. We're gonna find a way in.
All right.
Check out this building that we just found. It looks like it's been used for, I don't know, I guess a skate park probably. I hid $1 million, finders keepers.
Let's look.
They definitely got some weird graffiti in this place.
That's the tall pillar.
We found the base of the smokestack here. So I was gonna go into the smokestack here, but listen to this. Ready? Listen. I wonder what happens if I yell in there. Hello. They stopped. It sounds like a bunch of pigeons, and I would rather not get pooped on. We're gonna stay out of the smokestack.
Hi. Okay, empty that room is.
See that? There's some funky water dripping down from over there. Dave loves the funky water. That just looks gross. There's a cool control panel over here, though. We're going up the stairs to see what we can find at the top of the powerhouse here. We made it to the top. Funky water?
Found it. If you got the stomach, take a look.
So just to give you a reference on how deep the one filled with water was, here's the other one, but it's empty. Gotta cross back over this thing, but my two options are either the little tiny ledge here or back over the walkway that's missing some panels. I think I'm gonna take the walkway. Ooh.
That's a little weird. It's kind of creepy. Come over here and let me know what you think of this.
Hey, what do we got? So what's creepy out?
Check a look in that water there.
That looks like a hand. To say the least, it's weird and it's perplexing and somewhat troubling. Yeah.
That's what it would look like. This is
We're talking about the possibility of a human hand being in the water, but I'm still way more grossed out by the water.
That's a lot of weight in those. Not a place to sit?
I've been saving my pennies for my very first apartment.
All right, next we're gonna hop in the car, we're gonna get out here. But before we leave, I wanna check out one last thing.
I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we?
So we just left that area with the creepy clowns and the creepy kids and all of that, and we're just walking this path to the cemetery. All of a sudden, immediate thought, that's a chainsaw.
It sounded like a chainsaw at first.
And then the guy starts screaming something.
And we heard screaming and what sounded like a chainsaw, and we're like,
you can hear
oh
it
boy.
now probably in the background.
Yeah, you can hear it in the
It
background.
wasn't sounding like that.
No,
He must have just started
it was just a brand new start.
It sounded like he was trying to scare somebody.
And here we are at a graveyard, and we heard a chainsaw sound, and we just saw that spooky clown over there. It just all added up together to be a very spooky 5 or 6 seconds.
Yep. So on a bit of a heavier note, this is the cemetery where all of the patients from the hospital were buried. This place was pretty messed up, and they didn't actually bury anyone with names. They just gave each stone a number. After Letchworth was closed many years later, this memorial here was put here. It's just a bunch of the names though. There's no numbers that coordinate with the stones. These are just names of people that were there at the time that are probably buried here in the cemetery. I wonder what the story behind these two are. Alright guys, thanks for watching this exploration. If you guys have any stories of you guys when you visit this or any history on this place, be sure to comment and let us know below. Wow, look at that view right there. That's pretty cool. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Dave, you got anything to close us out?
I want to hear any clown stories. And if anybody stuck their finger in that funky water and they still have a finger,
yeah. If you're missing a hand also, let us know, because
yeah, there's that one. There's that story.
We might have found it for you. You got anything?
No, I'm just tired.
And she's just tired.
It's time to eat.
See you in the next video.